I recently just got plugged into a new church here in Florida, and one morning I was at a prayer breakfast with like a bunch of people from the church, including the pastor. We were all like cleaning up the area, and I asked the pastor, how can I help out? And he says, well, we really have openings in the junior high program. We could really use people to help out with that. And I was thinking like chairs or something that morning, but like now at this point, now that he threw that out there, I felt way too awkward to say no, so of course I said yes, I would love to do junior high. I go into teaching Sunday school junior high with a bit of apprehension about this whole thing, like how's this gonna go down? I wasn't even supposed to be leading this class, I was supposed to be assisting someone else who was the actual leader for the class, but the first service leader bailed, so the second service guy had to cover the first service guy, and he was like, hey Taylor, this is a great time for you to lead a group by yourself. So I'm leading a group discussion. We're talking about the value of community and fellowship and all those good things. And then one of the very attentive kids in class that was clearly super into what I was talking about said, oh, hey, look, a lizard. And we live in Florida, so like that is a thing, that there are just like lizards and geckos that make it inside and crawl around. Like it is one of many similarities I've found with Florida and third world countries. So all the kids are like, oh, lizard, let's all go look at the lizard, as if they've never seen a lizard before. And one particularly brave and enterprising young 5th grader decides, this is my first class I've ever been in 5th grade, because fun fact, this was the first class for new kids. Again, this is the one that I got put in charge of for no discernible reason. And this kid decides to go up to the lizard, and he just, in one fell swoop, snatches it off of the wall. Like, I was legit impressed, because those lizards are fast little suckers. Now we got a 5th grader with a lizard in his hand with the head just like sticking out there, and he decides, being a 5th grade boy, that what he should do is stick it in the face of all of the girls in the class. And one of them flips out a little bit, does like a little hand flip, sachet, jazz hand sort of thing, and knocks the lizard out of the boy's hands. And the lizard crawls across the floor, and all the kids flip, jump onto the couches as if the floor is suddenly lava. The lizard runs under a specific red couch, at which point all the kids on that red couch jump off the red couch. And I'm just watching this with like a dazed, like, what is this? But it gets worse. A 9th grader who kind of looked like a 12th grader, and as a adult who looks like a 10th grader, I did not have the guts to tell him he needed to leave the class. So you know what? That 9th grader was in our class. Kid looks like a linebacker. He decides to walk on over and just pick up the couch because the lizard's under it, and we gotta get the lizard out, right? Well, problem. Because a lizard does not come out from under the couch when he lifts it up. Instead, a spider the size of your fist comes out from under the couch. And if you thought the kids were freaked out about the lizard, you ain't seen nothing yet. A few of the kids sprint out of the room, and this is when I actually have to like spring into teacher mode and be like, no, come back. Spider zips out, takes a little tour of the floor, and then goes underneath a different couch. And at this point, I'm telling the kids, do not lift any more couches. Like we're good. But the kids cannot be consoled. Like, I don't think any of them hear me because they're just like freaking out. Some of them are screaming. There's like 25 kids here, all in a state of chaos and disarray. There's this one girl who is crying all the way up onto like the stacks of chairs, so she's like 8 feet in the air. And I suddenly realized, oh right, I'm the teacher, so I have to take control of this situation. So I stand up, and the kids all just start saying, can we do class outside? Which is a fundamentally flawed idea, because there are more bugs and lizards and all that sort of stuff outside than there are inside. But, like, I try and tell them that, and they're not paying attention, and they're not listening to that. So I decide, in one last attempt to take control of the classroom, I kid you not, the phrase I used was, hey guys, we're gonna vote on how to solve the problem, because this is America, and we need to decide things democratically. And amazingly, that worked. I have no idea why that worked. I don't know why I said that, but it worked. So option 1 is we just like continue class indoors, and we leave the spider alone in his new habitat that he probably likes, and we just don't disturb him. He doesn't disturb us. You know what? I'll sit on that couch too. You guys don't have to sit there. Option 2 is let's go outside, where there are more bugs, where it's 110 degrees with 100% humidity because Florida. And when presented like that, we reach a majority vote of about 60% of, like, we're gonna stay indoors. So the kids who voted no on that end up just, like, crawling with that other girl on, like, the tip-tops of the chair cliffs on the side, and I just decide, whatever, we need to get back to Paul and the Corinthians. So, yeah, that's a safety hazard, but I'm cool with that today. Like, we'll let that slide. And the class goes on as usual. So the takeaways from this. Number 1. Democracy solves all your problems. Junior high kids, big fans of democracy. Number 2, do not have 5th graders pick up lizards. It's gonna spiral out of control. But third, and probably most relevantly, is that leading junior high is kind of fun because you get to have stories like this. It's completely chaotic. The kids are, like, insane and their frontal lobes are far from developed, so, like, they make really poor decisions on a regular basis. But people who make poor decisions are, like, the backbone of storytelling. Like, that's where you get the most interesting stories from. I'm not gonna go over and pick up a lizard and just, like, cause all problems, but 5th graders, they will do that. So in conclusion, I think you guys should try out youth ministry too. I know churches always need help with it, especially in the older kids ones where the kids are not as cute. And the kids may not be cute, but they are chaotic, free-willed individuals, and they will give you the best stories you've had in your life.